Hey guys, it's Monday, September 5th, and we've got the Labor Day doubleheader kicking off early today as the Tiger Cats do battle with the Alouettes. Now both sides are coming off disappointing squeaker losses, and nobody wants to continue a losing streak. Now to start, there's the Tiger Cats, who have been hit and miss in terms of which team shows up, and their 4-4 record proves it. Now Kevin Glenn is a great quarterback, and he seemed to find a groove with his fresh young receivers, who in turn have found their places among the veterans. Of that group, I'm most impressed with Chris Williams. I love to watch his speed, and his chemistry with his quarterback is nothing short of outstanding. He leads the team in receiving yards and has 4 touchdowns to his name over his first few games as a CFLer. I believe he is the perfect complement to Dave Stala and Maurice Mann. And, as always, Avon Coburn lends his superb talents in the backfield. He's one of my favorite running backs to watch, and I'm excited to see him play against the Alouettes for the second time this season. Now, the defense has also shown flashes of brilliance. Justin Hickman and Stevie Baggs are so much fun to watch, and I love the intensity brought by Javon Johnson. They seem to employ a bend, don't break philosophy, which has allowed them to give up just over 20 points per game. Now, this isn't quite at the top of the list, but it's nothing to shake a stick at. Second place is the East is on the line here, so I expect the Tiger Cats to bring the house. Now, on the other side of the ball are the Alouettes. I will admit that as the 2011 season began, I was one of those people who was sick of seeing Montreal representing the East in November, and I will admit, I thought the loss of Ben Cahoon and Avon Coburn was a sign of bad things to come. But watching them play these first 8 weeks has been eye-opening in both respects. Anthony Calvillo has an enviable chemistry with every one of his receivers. Jamal Richardson has 703 receiving yards in just 8 games. And Brandon Whitaker has proved himself to be more than capable of making Als fans forget Coburn ever existed. And on the defense, now it took a couple of games to find discipline and focus, and they still have yet to live up to their reputation of being ball hawks. Now it doesn't help that they lost Mark Estelle to a knee injury last week in Calgary, and therefore have to make some changes in the secondary. But that doesn't necessarily mean they will be an easy defense to play against. The front four are very good at bringing pressure and taking away the precious seconds a quarterback needs, and even through a shuffle, the players in the secondary know exactly how to keep perfect coverage. Hamilton and Montreal have met 8 times on Labor Day, and history favors the Tiger Cats, who have won 7 of those and tied the other. I'm really looking forward to the intensity that such a game will bring, and with these teams, I know I won't be disappointed. It is a tough one to call, but I'm going to give it to the underdog again. Hamilton takes this one. Now following that game, we go west to McMahon Stadium, where the Stampeders are hosting the Edmonton Eskimos in the second installment of the Battle of Alberta. First in the West is on the line this afternoon, which adds another level of intensity to an already vicious rivalry. Now the Eskimos have dropped the past 3 games after rocketing out to a 5-0 start. A Swiss cheese offensive line has given up 18 sacks, innumerable hurries, and has simply let Ricky Ray down. They haven't scored a touchdown in 11 quarters, and have been outscored by more than 70 points over the past 3 games. The bye week could not have come at a better time for the Bruise team. It gave them a chance to step back, reevaluate, and heal up their injuries. Marcus Henry and Adarius Bowman are both drawing back into the lineup this week, which means Eskimo fans can breathe a tiny sigh of relief. If the offensive line has plugged up their holes, Ray will have targets with whom he has chemistry to make plays. But the attention has been so heavy on the receivers this week that everyone seems to have forgotten that the Eskimos have running backs too. I'm expecting big games from McCarty and Messam as they exploit the defensive focus on the pass. Now in the Eskimos' defense, the return of Greg Peach is a huge morale booster. His pass rush ability has been sorely missed, and he should be integral in pressuring Henry Burris. Now the secondary has collectively proven that they know how to disrupt plays and do it without penalties. Now it's just a question of execution. Again, the bye week came at a perfect time for reevaluating and head clearing. Now it's hard to gauge which Eskimos team is going to be on the field today, but my bet is with the fired up, never say die version, who will give the Stampeders a run for their money. Now the Stamps have been playing their best football of late. Burris has been throwing consistently very well, and Joffrey Reynolds has found his groove, and the injury bug seems to have decided to miss the red and white. Their defense is playing as a cohesive unit, and they are firing on all cylinders. But while these things are immensely positive for the Stampeders, there's one Achilles heel that I have noticed over the years: overconfidence. Facing an Eskimo team that is battered and bruised after winning 4 straight is the perfect recipe for it. I think this is the Stampeders' game to lose. They are coming in the favorites to win, but I feel like this is the week of the underdog, and I'm going to give it to the green and gold.